Andrea Leadsom will face scrutiny by MPs tomorrow after the Express revealed plans by the WHO to push new anti-tobacco and vaping controls. MPs will launch a fightback against nanny state proposals from the World Health Organization tomorrow, aimed at handing over powers over tobacco control. Next month the WHO will call for COP10 countries to clamp down even harder on e-cigarettes and vapes, even suggesting a complete ban despite their use in helping smokers. The WHO will also demand that EU nations and the UK start showing trigger warnings on films and television shows that include tobacco products on screen, which received MP backlash late last year. Tomorrow MPs will call on Health Minister Andrea Leadsom to push back on the controversial plans. Ahead of the debate, Tory MP Andrew Lewer told the Express the issue is one of sovereignty. The UK must stand up to WHO and other EU nations that wish to dictate the UK's public health policy. Our approach to harm reduction and less harmful alternatives to cigarettes is world-leading, and it is of integral importance the government defends this record at COP10. The COP10 conference will also pressure members to hike taxes on nicotine products in the midst of the cost of living crisis. Mr. Lewer added, taxing less harmful alternatives, such as heated tobacco products the same as cigarettes, is counterproductive and could significantly hinder swapping efforts. It is not for the WHO to tell us how to set our tax rate. The government must push back on this at COP10. The statist plans were first revealed by the Express in October last year, including demands for film and TV age classification ratings to take into account the level of tobacco consumption depicted in the film. It could mean children's classics, such as 101 Dalmatians or Pinocchio, could no longer be deemed suitable for youngsters. Tory MP Mark Eastwood blasted the proposals, warning they would force trigger warnings every time Churchill took a puff from a cigar in the darkest hours. As someone who recently gave up smoking, I was pleased to be able to support the government's swap to stop policy when it was announced in March. Our approach to harm reduction and less harmful alternatives to cigarettes has been world-class, and it is good to the government will defend this record at COP10. But the government has to stand up to the EU and WHO on ridiculous stuff like this. Can you imagine a flashing trigger warning across your TV screen every time Churchill took a puff from a cigar in the darkest hour? Complete madness. Us Brits like to be treated like adults and do not want the WHO politicizing our favorite films and TV shows.